School. It's going to be held at the University of Guam. We are also going to host a forum on what we can do to get younger voters out to the ballot box. We do a very good job with registering voters, particularly with the motor voter registration law, but the problem is people are not coming out like they used to exercise their right to vote. So we're going to have a forum that will talk about that and engage the youth leaders and others. And so we really will have a lot of activities, including the fairy tale mock trials that Agata Johnson and other middle schools and elementary schools will all be associated with. And some of those programs, I mean, Agata was the first school that started with our fairy tale mock trial program 16 years ago. We had a fairy tale mock trial with Agata students. And we started off with roughly 30 students between Agata and Mercy Heights, and I think, you know, before the pandemic came, when we had the most schools involved, we had close to almost 400 or 500 kids involved in the fairy tale mock trials. So we're going to have a lot more kids again, and we're getting back up to gear, involving them, and we continue to hope to see expansion of that program. So I want to thank everyone for coming here today, and I want to thank Governor Leon Guerrero for being here and actually engaging with us and proclaiming this day and this month of Law Day in Guam. Governor?
Thank you very much, Chief Justice. It's always, for me, a great honor to be in this very, I think, sacred halls of the courts. As I have the utmost respect and utmost confidence and credibility in our court system. And as you know, we have 3 branches of government, and we all sort of do checks and balances. And I see the courts as the final decision maker if there is any controversy out there in the community regarding legislative laws. The legislature, the legislative branch, of course, creates the policies and the laws, and the executive branch implements those laws, and the judiciary makes the decisions if there's any concerns. And certainly when decisions are made, it's greatly appreciated. And for me, we live in the best democratic society, I think any order of community or social community is governed by rules, governed by regulations, governed by laws. And we, I think, are in the best democratic society for our people. And I know the theme today is Voices of Democracy. It's alive. Anyway, Voices of Democracy is so on point and on target for what we are experiencing today, not just locally, but also regionally and nationally, about the protection of democracy, on the importance of elections, the importance of people voicing their desires, voicing how they want to be governed. That's the beauty of democracy. It's the people that really governs our society, and we need to continuously remind ourselves and continuously uphold that, because we will not be in a very fair, free society. You know, we are free to choose our religion. We are free to go wherever we want to for education. We are free to speak our mind with respect and authority. And we recognize all those freedoms that we have, and we must protect them. And the best way of assuring that is to really, through our vote and through our elections and through our trust in our democracy. So I am very honored to be here today to proclaim, of course, I think it's April 24th through May 20th as Law Month, and of course, May 1st as Law Day. So certainly an honor for me to do that. Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice, for inviting me to your very hallowed court.
Thank you, Governor. We also have a Judicial Council resolution, and normally we have a legislative resolution at the same time. The Speaker asked that that be done at lunch tomorrow because they were in session this morning. I don't know if Crystal has the Governor's Proclamation. So we're going to ask the students from ADA to participate and read the Governor's Proclamation.
So I'll go ahead and read the title of the proclamation. A proclamation of the Governor proclaiming April 22nd, 2024 to May 20, 2024 as Law Month and May 1st, 2024 as Law Day.
Whereas the first Law Day was proclaimed on May 1st, 1958 by President Dwight D. Eisenhower as a day of national dedication to the principle of government under law. And
whereas on April 7, 1961, May 1st was officially designated as Law Day by the U.S. Congress with the approval of a joint resolution, Public Law 87-20, 75, Stat 43. And this celebration continues to this day and is celebrated by other countries around the world. And
whereas, in recognition of the commitment to the rule of law and in partnership with the Judiciary of Guam, the U.S. District Court of Guam and the Guam Bar Association, our island celebrates Law Day on May 1st and Law Month from April 22nd to May 2024.
Whereas this year's national and local theme is What is Up Democracy, and
Whereas the theme of this year recognizes that in our democratic society, the people rule, and for nearly 250 years, Americans have expressed their political views and wishes by speaking their mind and voting in elections, and
Whereas this year's theme encourages individuals to deepen their understanding of the electoral process, discuss issues in honest and civil ways, turn out to vote, and help move the community forward after free and fair elections. And
whereas as part of our celebration of Law Month, the Judiciary of Guam, the U.S. District Court of Guam, and the Guam Bar Association will hold a series of events to educate our community and highlight the importance of the voice of the people and active participation in our democracy. And
whereas among these events will be an essay and art contest on this year's theme, the Supreme Court of Guam outreach oral arguments, various mock trials played performed by students in the courtrooms of Judiciary of Guam, the Jump for Justice fitness event, the presentation of the 2024 Justicia Award, and the Race Judicata 5K, a collaborative and unified effort to raise funds for charitable purposes. And
whereas Law Day and Law Month are occasions to share these initiatives and to honor the dedicated men and women whose work is essential to preserving our democracy and upholding the rule of law. And
whereas the voice of the people is necessary and vital in guiding an equal and just society for all.
Now therefore I, Lord Isay Leon Guerrero, the Magahagan Guahan, Governor of Guam, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Organic Act of Guam as amended, do hereby proclaim April 22nd, 2024 to May 20, 2024 as Law Month and May 1, 2024 as Law Day, and do further call upon the people of Guam to celebrate the rule of law in our region and reflect on how our laws and judiciary serve to protect our life and liberty. In witness and together with the Segundo Magalahinguahan Josh Tenorio, we have caused the Great Seal of Guam to be affixed in the capital city of Fagana on this 22nd day of April in the year of our Lord 2024. Viva Law Day and Viva
Thank you, Governor. The Judicial Council also has a resolution that it has passed And before I read the result, I do want to introduce the other distinguished guests that we have with us. Justice Catherine Merriman from the Supreme Court of Guam. Judge Amy Gutierrez from the Superior Court of Guam. Magistrate Judge Michael Bordallo representing the District Court of Guam. And also the President of the Guam Bar Association, Jacqueline Terlahi. We also have virtual attendees, Justice F. Philip Carbolito, as presiding Judge Alberto Lamarena, as well as members of the Law Month Committee, Dean Magnolia, Alicia Limtiaco, Meenakshi Hamlani, Cynthia Curie. So the Judicial Council of Guam's resolution, I'll just read the resolve clause. Now therefore be it resolved that the Judicial Council, in uniformity with the American Bar Association, does hereby proclaim May 1, 2024 as Law Day and April 22 to May 20, 2024 as Law Month. The Judicial Council invites the people of Guam to the events to celebrate and reflect on the rule of law in Guam and how we all share the responsibility to promote the rule of law, defend liberty, and pursue justice. It was duly adopted by a duly noticed meeting of the Judicial Council of Guam, and I'll be signing it now as the Chief Justice and Chairman of the Judicial Council. I don't know if Justice Merriman or Judge Bordallo, if you want to have the words, and then Judge Gutierrez.
Good morning, everyone. I know this is a little early, but in July we're going to celebrate the 80th Liberation of Guam. And as you think about that, you should think about the sacrifice those men made to return the rule of law to Guam after being subjected to occupation by Japan. So for Guam especially, this is really an important celebration to be able to exercise our rights as citizens and live under the rule of law. So we're looking forward not only to Law Week, but that aspect of Liberation Day. Have a good day. Thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you, Chief Justice. On behalf of Chief Judge Francis Tanico Gatewood from the U.S. District Court of Guam, we join in celebrating Law Month. It is fitting every at least twice a month we have naturalization ceremonies welcoming new citizens to the United States, and one thing we always remind them is their obligation to register and participate in democracy in voting. So again, the District Court gladly joins in the celebration of all the Law Month activities. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning. I just wanted to especially welcome our students here from Agata Johnson. I've attended Agata Johnson myself in 6th grade, and your principal, Rebecca Perez, is my classmate since Agana Heights Elementary. And your teacher, Benji Santiago, is also my classmate, so I'm happy to welcome all of you, and I hope through your experience with the fairy tale mock trials that we're looking at some of our future attorneys who are going to come back to Guam and hopefully practice here. So we hope that this will get you interested and involved in the law process, and we welcome you to the Superior Court of Guam.
Thank you. And we do want to thank Dr. Santiago and Principal Perez for always participating and having Agata really be a part of us, and they've been with us since the very beginning, and that's a relationship we truly value with Agata. So thank you again very much. And that will now conclude this ceremony. I appreciate everyone for attending both virtually and also in person. Let's come on up, the Agata students, and have a picture with everyone.